is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we can start now. Let me turn on the Linux. So I've already turned it on. Let's see if it is. Yeah. I hope the Linux is installed for everyone, right? The installation is done, right?
Yes, sir.
Or
Yes,
someone
Yes,
is
sir. I
still
have
pending?
installed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Has everyone done any practical?
Yes, sir. I had a.
So were you able to do it?
Yes, sir.
Good.
So some of the comments that you have shared yesterday.
Right. So see, yesterday we started with some basic commands. Like I told you that how we can do some basic things in the Linux, like how to check the date, how to check the timings, how to check the host name like this. So this was the command that we have run yesterday, like history checking, clear of history, to check the host name, to check the date, to restart the Linux, to shut down the Linux. So these kind of commands we have seen yesterday. ls to check the information. So this is something we have seen. One more thing I just missed to tell you, that the first command was your host name, which was to check the complete FQDN. FQDN means your system name plus your domain name. So during the installation, if you will not provide any domain name and system name, then it will automatically take localhost dot local domain. So in case you want to change it, suppose you want to change it, then what is the command? So it's very simple. You just need to write host name space the new system name. So new system name, suppose I want to give it as Baba. Suppose Baba is not good. Boss. So this is going to be my new host name, new Linux name. Dot. As per the syntax, it should be dot. So I will apply dot. Then domain name, local domain name. So suppose my domain name is hcl.com. So I am giving hcl.com here. So host name space system name dot domain name. Then press enter. Now, if I will press enter, then it is asking me that you are not a root. So you cannot change the host name. Why? Because I am logged in with a non-privileged user. Here you can see the dollar symbol. So I am logged in with the test user. If in case you want to verify which user you are, from which user you are logged in. So yesterday I have told you that there is a command, who am I? From who am I, you can check that you are logged in with the test user. Now, in order to change the host name, I will have to switch from this user. So the command is switch user su space. I want to go to root. I want to become the administrator now. So su space root. Then the password of root is asd@12345. I have entered some wrong password. So now you can see I am here in the hash mode, means I am logged in with the root now. So if I want to change my host name, then the command will be hostname space the new system name that you want to give. So in my case, I want to give boss dot the domain name of the company. So it is hcl.com. Then enter. There is no error. It means the command has been successfully executed. So if you will again check the host name, then you can see that now it is boss.hcl.com. So the host name has been changed now. So this is the command to check the host name, and the same command can be used to change the host name of the system. So in case you need to change the FQDN, this is called fully qualified domain name. The combination of computer name plus domain name is called fully qualified domain name. It is also there in the Windows server. In Windows server also, we call it as fully qualified domain name, FQDN. So in order to change it, this is very easy command. Even so far, we have seen a lot of easy commands. Linux is easy somehow. So is that clear? Any doubt, any questions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good. Now let me tell you one thing.
Sir, host name means system name.
Host name means, yes, system name. See, if you specifically want to see the user account from which you are logged in. So the command was who am I? Enter. If I will type who am I and enter, then you can see that I am logged in with the root now, because my current user account is root. Even you can also verify from here the hash symbol that I am logged in with the root. And in order to check what is the host name of my system, you can use the host name command. So host name is going to tell you the computer name. Just like in window, if you go to my computer property, if you go to this PC property, let me show you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, but for everyone's reference, let me show you. In window, can you see my screen? The window
Yes,
screen?
sir.
Yes, sir.
So in window, if you go to properties of this PC, then you can see your device name. So this device name is the host name. And if my system is part of any domain, if it is domain joined system, then you would be able to see the domain name also. But since my system is not joined in any domain now, that's why there is no domain name coming. You know the concept of domain name, right? Domain joining.
Yes, sir.
Everyone knows
Yes, sir.
because you do it in the company. So
Yes,
in the
sir.
Linux, there is no concept of domain joining because Linux is a server operating system. So this Red Hat Enterprise Linux or every Linux in the company will be used as a server. It will not be used as a client. That's the reason we don't domain join the Linux into server, because Linux is itself a server. So that's the reason it cannot be joined to domain. So there is no feature to join the Linux into domain. It's only there in the Windows environment, not in the Linux. So that's the reason here you can see a complete host name has to be mentioned. Host name means the computer name here dot domain name. Like what is the domain name of your company? So suppose your host name is prod01, web server 01, whatever is your computer name dot whatever is the actual domain name of your company, you will have to type it here. Suppose you are working for Wipro, then boss.wipro.com. So boss is the computer name, it's the host name, and wipro.com or hcl.com is the domain name. So combinedly, if you combinedly say domain name plus host name, then it becomes FQDN. So FQDN is what? FQDN is your fully qualified domain name. FQDN is your fully qualified domain name, and it is the combination of your host name plus your domain name. When you will merge your host name and domain name, just like boss.hcl.com, test.hcl.com, then it will become FQDN, fully qualified domain name. So this is a general concept for Windows and for Linux as well. And in the FQDN name, the host name can be of 63 characters and the domain name can be of, in total the FQDN is 255 character, and here the host name means the computer name, it can maximum go up to 63 character. So what is the left if you will minus 255 with 63, then what is going to be the output? It will be 192, I guess. So 192 can be the domain name. You can give the domain name as long as 192 character. So here, what is the character? hcl.com 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it is of 6 character, but it can maximum go up to 192 character. And the computer name means host name. So host name is my boss. And what are the character? 1 2 3 4. So these are the 4 character host name, but maximum it can go up to 63. And in total, the entire FQDN can be of 255 character. So it is same in Windows, it is same in Linux. In Windows also it is of 255, 63 plus 192, and in Linux also it is of the same character limit. Clear? This concept is clear. What is FQDN? So here I have written a wrong spelling of qualified. The qualified spelling will be this. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any confusion in this?
सर जब ज्वाइन करने के टाइम में कंपनी का वो परमिशन लगेगा ना सर?
होस्ट नेम चेंज करने के टाइम में?
हाँ यस सर.
See, in company we don't change the host name regularly. What happens is during the installation we will provide the host name. In case we miss it, then we can change it after the installation, but regularly they are not going to change it. But in case you have to install the Linux in the company and you have to change it, so you should know this basic concept. That's why I have told you. But in the company, regularly we are not going to change the host name because the server will get the host name one time only. Clear? On every server level, we don't change the host name very frequently. It happens on the client end, but not on the server side.
Sir, you said that domain kind of things are not there in server. So what is this host name plus domain name?
No, domain, you cannot join the Linux into domain, just like you do in Windows. In Windows, what you do, you make Windows the member of Active Directory. That is called
Okay.
domain joining, right? You make it the member of DC. So that concept is not there in Linux. You cannot make this Linux the member of any DC. That feature is not there. Means you cannot join into domain. Because Linux is specifically designed for server level operations. So it will not be there on the client side. So if it is not used in the client environment, it means you don't have to join it to the domain.
But in client environment, we can join, right?
In client
client.
environment, you will be using the Windows or Mac, not the Linux.
No, in some companies, I think Linux is used.
In some company, they are using just like they are using Ubuntu and CentOS, but still they will not join it into domain because there is no feature in Linux to join into domain. You will have to give the domain name during the FQDN creation, just like we have done, but you cannot right click, go to property and join it into domain. Okay, that feature is not there in Linux.
Okay, sir.
So this one is clear, FQDN concept and host name changing concept. This is clear. Now let's move forward and let's see some more commands. So here I'm writing one command, which is pwd. PWD means present working directory. So if in case you want to see that in which location you are currently existing, what is your current location in the Linux, then the command is pwd. So if I will type pwd and enter, then it is showing me that slash means location. / is used to define the location. This / it is used to define the location. Just like every one of you know about the share folder. Share folder concept you know in Windows?
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
See, in our keyboard, there are two slash. This one is called / and this one is /. Do you know the difference between both? What is the, yeah, this is the spelling. Is anyone know the difference between / and /? Why we use backward and why we use forward?
Sir, backward is used to connect with server.
See, whether it is Windows or Linux or any operating system, you might have observed that whenever we want to access any share folder, so you might have used run // IP address of the system. I think you have done it.
Yes,
/ the share
Yes,
folder
correct.
name and enter. This one you have done, right? So here we are using the /. Why we are using the /? Because we want to define the path. If you are using /, whether it is single slash, whether it is double slash, it means you are defining the path. So here what we are doing, here we are defining that access the share folder from this IP. So we are giving a path. So in order to define a path, we use the /. / is used for defining the condition and location. Just like if I open my CMD, if I type ipconfig space / all, then what I am doing here, I am defining a condition that I want to check all the configuration inside ipconfig command. I want to check all the parameter of ipconfig. That's why I have applied /. So if I will press enter, then it is going to show me entire properties: MAC address, host name, physical address, Bluetooth ID, DNS address, default gateway address, DHCP address, every parameter it is going to show me. So that's the significance of /. So // is used to define the condition. If I will simply type ipconfig, then it will show me some limited parameter. But if I will define a condition along with the ipconfig that I want to see all the parameters, whatever is related to IP, I want to see it. That's the reason I am using / to define the condition that I want to achieve this. And here also, here you can see there is a /, C : user / username. So why / is here? Because we are in the C drive. We are in the C drive. In C drive, we are in users folder. In users folder, we are in this particular location. If you go graphically, then C drive, as per the location, it is C drive, then it's user, then it's user ID. So C drive, users, then user ID, which is this one. So you can verify C, users, user ID. So it is the same location that is appearing here. So / means path and // means condition. So it is there with Windows, it is there with Mac, it is there with your Android, it is there with your Linux. So now let's go to the Linux machine. In the Linux machine, see, Linux machine has two significance of /. This is my /. So it can define the condition as well, and it can define the location as well, like direction. So currently, if I am using PWD command means where you are currently working. What is your current location, where you are? Just like if you graphically go to the desktop, suppose I click on the activity, and if I go to the file, this one, if I go to the file, here you can see there are multiple options. It is same like your window. Documents is coming, download is coming, music is coming, picture is coming, video is coming. Trash means your recycle bin. So recycle bin is also here. Even if you go to the home, then you can see your desktop as well. This is your desktop. If I go to the desktop graphically, and if I create a new folder, see, it is the same process. Right click on the desktop, create a new folder, give a folder name. Suppose I am giving T1, or suppose I give my name. And if I will click on create, then on the desktop, I can see a folder. This is my desktop location, and I can see a folder here. In the newer version of Linux, it is not coming on the present screen, but in the older version of Linux, just like in Linux 5, Linux 4, it used to come on the screen as well. But this is my desktop location. This one, if I go to activity, my file, home, In home, if I go to the desktop, then you can see there is one folder created here. If you want to check this through the command, if you want to go to this location through the command, because Linux is all about command, then how will you go? So let me scroll it here and let me open my terminal. Let me show you how this works. So this is my terminal. I want to go to the desktop, or I want to go to any location. So to enter into any location, you will have to give a path. You will have to give the location. So I directly want to go inside the desktop. So in order to go to the desktop, what is the path? So if I graphically see, so graphically what I can see is, in order to go to the desktop, I need to go to the activity. I will first go to activity, then I am going to the file. Then I need to go to the home location. Then in home, the desktop is available. It means I need to go to home. In home, I can go to the desktop. This is the graphical location. Same thing applies to command as well. If you open the terminal, then how will you go? So currently I need to check in which location I am. If you want to check your current location, where you are currently available in the command, so the command is pwd, present working directory. If you press enter, then you can see that you are in home. / home means location. You are in home location. You are in home folder. And in the home folder, you are in the test user account. So you are the test user account and you are in home folder. This is your current location. I want to go to the desktop. So in order to go to desktop or any folder, any directory, what is the command in Linux? It's very simple, cd. Cd means change directory. Space, just type the location where you want to go. Suppose I want to go to desktop. So I will type desktop and press enter. See, it should be capital D because Linux is case sensitive. So for desktop, it should be capital D. Then I will type desktop, DESKTOP. So I want to change my directory. I want to go to this desktop location. So the command will be cd, change directory, space, my new location should be desktop. Then press enter. If you will press desktop and enter, then you can see now you are in desktop location. And if I check my present location, then pwd, present working directory. So here you can see if I press enter, then it is showing me that you are in the home. In the home of test, you are in the desktop location. It means I am in desktop. So this is my desktop location now. If you want to check what is available in the desktop, if I graphically go to the desktop, if I go to the files and if I go to the desktop, so desktop is where? Desktop is there in the home and it's in this location. So in my desktop, this is my desktop folder. If I go inside this, then I can see there is a Rajesh folder. I have created this folder, Rajesh. In my command prompt, if I go to my command prompt, if I go to my terminal, then currently I am in my desktop. I am in my desktop location and I want to check what kind of data is available in the desktop. So yesterday I have told you one command which is called ls, list services, or you can type ll, long listing. So if I type ls and press enter, then you can see there is a Rajesh folder available. It's in blue color. It means it is one of the directory. It is one of the folder. If I create more folders in this desktop location graphically, currently I am doing it graphically. So if I create another folder as well, suppose another folder name is Bolt, create. So here the Bolt folder has been created. Now in the terminal, if I will again type ls and press enter, then you can see there are two folders now, Bolt and Rajesh. So whatever I am doing graphically, I can do it through command as well. Even in window also, you can do it through command prompt, through CMD prompt. So is that clear? What is the use of PWD? PWD means what is your current location? What is your present working directory? So currently I am in this location. ls means if you want to check how many folders and files are created in that location, then you will use ls. So currently in my desktop, I am in my desktop, and in my desktop, there are only 2 folders, Bolt and Rajesh. Suppose if I delete it, if I delete these 2 folders from the desktop, then since I'm doing it graphically, so in order to delete this, what I will do, I will simply go to this location, Control A, right click and delete. So the option of move to trash will come in the Linux. Move to trash means move to recycle bin. So move to trash, now it has been deleted. It's deleted now. So if I will go to my terminal, I am in my desktop location now, and if I will ls and press enter, then you can see there is nothing coming. No result is coming now because there is no folder, no file available in the desktop location. But if I create a new folder with the name of B1, create, so B1 is created here, and here also if you type ls in the desktop, then you can see B1 is showing. Clear? Clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Till you have any doubt, you can tell me. I will explain again.
Sir, if we want to go to that Rajesh folder through command, then we have to type Rajesh after desktop, typing cd.
No, see, this is the folder. If you want to go inside this folder, right?
Yes, yes,
Then
sir.
what you will do, you will go to your terminal. So I am in my terminal, and currently what is my location? I am in the desktop. And this B1 folder is available inside the desktop. So you need to go to the desktop location just like I am. Suppose I am not in desktop. Suppose I am not in desktop. I am exiting. So I'm not in desktop now. Here you can see I am out. Even if you want to verify through PWD, you can verify. PWD enter. So you can see you are in the /root location. So first I need to go to the desktop now, because that folder is available in the desktop. Enter. So now I am in desktop. In desktop, what folder is available? So the command is ls. Through ls, I can check. Okay, I have changed my user. That username was what? Rajesh. It was in Rajesh folder. Okay, let me create one of the folder in the root location as well, because I was referring the user account of test. So let me create a folder here. Suppose it is with the name of T1. Now see, there is a T1 folder now in the desktop location. Currently I am in the root desktop. Earlier I was using the desktop of test user. That's why this is the test user desktop. This one is the test user desktop. So now I am going to the root user desktop. So in root user desktop, I have created one of the folder T1. If you want to go to the T1 folder now, then the command is cd. The same command space, you will define the location of T1 folder. Then enter. So if you will press enter, then you can see you are in T1 folder now. If I do ls here, then nothing is coming because there is nothing inside this T1 folder.
T1 folder. Yes.
And if you check PWD, then it will show you that you are in root, you are in the root desktop, and you are currently in the T1 folder of root. So cd is the command to enter into any folder, to enter into any directory. From cd, you can enter into any location. Clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So it's clear for everyone? Okay, now let's proceed further then. So location concept is clear. If I want to go to any location, I will have to use cd space the location name. That's something I will have to use. Suppose you directly want to go, suppose what I am doing here, let me show you something first. I am going to the desktop. Currently I am not in desktop. If I check my PWD, so currently I am in this location. Okay, I am in the desktop. In the desktop, I am in the T1 folder. Let me go out. In order to go out from the current location, you will use a command which is cd space double dot, cd space double dot and enter. Then you can go out step by step. Just like if I have pressed cd space double dot, then I am out from the T1 now and I am in the desktop. One step back because T1 was available inside the desktop. So I am one step back. I am in the desktop now. If I will press cd space double dot again, press enter, then I am again out from the desktop. So cd space double dot means it will take you out one step back. So currently I am not in desktop. If I will check my PWD, then you can see I am in the root location. If suppose I want to go to the desktop, then what I use, cd space capital DESTOP, desktop, then enter. Then I can enter into the desktop. And what is there in the desktop? How can I check? I have told you that there is a ls command and enter. So in the desktop, there is T1 folder, right? If I want to go to the T1 folder, then what I will do, cd space T1, then enter. Then you can see I am now in T1 location. But suppose I want to directly go to the T1 folder. Suppose I am exiting from this location. I am going to my home location now. So in order to go out, I told you cd space double dot, but it will take you out step by step. Like currently you are in what? You are in the root. In the root, you are in the desktop. In the desktop, you are in T1. If I will use cd space double dot, then it will first take me out from the T1. I will go to the desktop. If I will again use cd space double dot, then I will go out from the desktop and I will go to the root that I have shown you. If you directly want to go out from all the location, then it's cd space backward slash. Directly exit, enter, again enter. Then here you can see you are out from the desktop also. You are not in desktop now. If you check your PWD, then you can check you are directly in the root. You are not in desktop now. So cd space backward slash means you can directly go out from all the directory. And cd space double dot means you can go step by step. You can go back step by step. Now suppose I directly want to go to the T1 folder. So my T1 folder is there in the desktop location. If from this location, what is my present working directory? It's /root. From this location, if I am typing cd space T1, if I type cd space T1 and press enter, then you can see it will not allow me to do so. Why? Because this T1 folder is not available in this location. If I ls, suppose if I ls, then you can see here Anaconda is available, document is available, picture is there, template is there, but there is no T1 folder. So if T1 folder is not there, then how can I go inside this? I will have to follow the path. So T1 is there in the desktop. So first I will have to go to the desktop. From the desktop, I will go to the T1. The same thing we do in the window as well. If I want to go to any folder in window, what I do? I follow a path. I go to my this PC, I go to my location, I open that folder. Suppose I want to go to this particular folder, then I go to this location. So this is the path that I follow. So we all have to follow step by step path in order to go to a particular location. So same thing applies in Linux as well. If you want to go to a particular location, just like here, I want to go to the T1 folder. So in order to go to the T1 folder, it is there in the desktop. So you will have to go to the desktop first. Then from desktop, you can go to the T1 folder. So if you are following any path in Linux, that is called absolute path. Absolute path means complete path of a location. Just like my desktop, in my desktop, I want to go to the T1. So the complete path will be your absolute path. So in order to go to the T1 folder, what I was doing, I was entering cd space desktop desktop, enter. Now I am in desktop location. If I ls, then I can see that T1 is available in the desktop. And if I want to go to the T1, if I want to go inside the T1, then cd space T1. Now I am in T1 location. Here you can see I am in T1. Even if you want to check PWD, from PWD you can see that you are in root. In root you are in desktop. In desktop you are in T1 location. This complete path is called absolute path. This one, absolute. Even if you want to directly go to the T1, suppose directly go to the T1, then what you can do, I am exiting from this location. Now I am out. I am not in desktop now. If I check my PWD, then you can see that I am in root. If I directly want to go to the T1 folder, then I can directly type this complete absolute path. This one, complete. Just like I am in root location, my current location is what? PWD root. So I am in root. After root, I need to go to the desktop. After desktop, I can go to the T1. So I can directly define this path. Like I want to go CD. I want to go to this location. CD means enter, change directory, slash. Where I want to go? I want to go my desktop, slash. Inside desktop, where I want to go? I want to go to my T1 folder. Then enter. So I have, okay. This slash will not use here because in order to go to the desktop, we don't use slash. So CD space desktop slash T1. If I press enter, then here you can see directly I am inside T1. If you check your PWD, then you can verify that you are in desktop T1 now. So you can directly enter the complete path from outside. You don't have to follow the step-by-step instruction. You don't have to go to the desktop first, then from desktop you will go to T1. This is something you don't have to do. You can directly define the complete path and you can enter into that location. So this is called absolute path, the complete path. Then there is one more thing which is called relative path. Relative path means step-by-step instruction, just like we were doing earlier. Earlier, what we were doing? Earlier, we were first entering to the desktop, means CD space desktop, enter. Then from desktop, we were doing CD space T1, then enter. So this is step-by-step instruction. We are step-by-step entering into any location. So this is called relative path follow. And if you are directly entering the complete path to enter into a particular location, that is absolute path, the exact path. Clear?
So first we will create this T1 directory.
Yes, you have to do it. Otherwise, how will you go?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Created.
Okay.
Sir, you created it.
Yes, I have created it with command. It was mkdir space T1. Yesterday, I told you.
Yes.
In order to create a folder, mkdir space folder name. Today, I will
Yes.
also tell you again. So this one is clear. How we can go to a location in Linux, how we can change our location.
Yes, sir.
How we can check our current location. It's PWD. Now, let me show you one more thing. Hey. Let me show you one more thing. Clear? The screen is clear now. Now, I'm typing one of the location here. There is a location that I'm typing. This is one of the command, cat space. I will tell you the use of this command, cat space slash etc slash pass wd. Cat, inside cat, I want to go to @c. Inside @c, I want to go to pass wd. This is one of the location. I will discuss about this location. Here I am using slash, means I want to enter inside this location. Then in etc folder, I want to enter inside pass wd location. If I will press enter, then something will be very interesting here. If I will press enter, then you can see a lot of command. A lot of command you can see. This command is used to check the information of your users. How many users are available in the Linux, whether it is root user, whether it is system user, whether it is normal user. So how many users are available in Linux? What is their current status? And what is their password? So this command is used to check these information. So let me explain you in a simple way. Here, if I use this command cat/etc/passwd and press enter, then you can see a lot of things are coming here. A lot of things. See, a lot of things are coming here. If I go to the bottom, in the bottom, you can see, this is the bottom area. Here you can see there is one test. Test is what? Test is my user account. I have two user account in my Linux, the test, and if I go to the top, then root. Root is the administrator and test is what? Test I have created during the installation. Apart from this, you can see a lot of user: TCP dump, SSHD, Genome, GDM, Repschooler, ColorD, a lot, Cockpit, SSSD, DynMask. So a lot of users are here and you are not aware about it. So what is this? This is the system user. This was something I was telling you yesterday, that there are some users who are responsible for running some services in the Linux. They are the inbuilt user. So these are the inbuilt user. These are the server. See, FTP is one of the server. Dbus is one of the server. System D is one of the service. So these are the by default user who are responsible for running these services. So don't be very confused about this. We will discuss this later on as well. There will be a separate chapter on this. But for now, whatever user accounts are available in your Linux server, this is the command to check the information: cat/etc/passwd. So the first user, always it will be root, because root is the topmost user, that is the administrator. That's why it is on top. It is the owner. And the X is your password actually. X is your password and it is in encrypted format. That's the reason you cannot see it. It's in encrypted format. If I scroll it down, then whatever REST users are available. So REST user is my test. This one I have created during the Linux installation. So test user account and X is the password. It is in encrypted format. About this, I will tell you later. What is this 1000 test home test? I will tell you later about this. Once we will start the user account, means next weekend, I will tell you about this. What is this value? The important thing here is this one, bin bash, bin/bash. You might know about user account disable. Do you know about user account disable? User account can be disabled.
Yes, sir.
In Windows, you can disable it from the control panel or from the Active Directory. You can go to the user from the Active Directory, right click, and you can disable it. That is in the window. In Linux, as we know, everything is on command. So in order to disable any user account, suppose the user is not available now, user has left the company, he has resigned. So in the company, nobody delete the user account in the first place. They are going to disable it. So in company, nobody delete the user account for the compliance reason. They disable it. So if somebody leaves the organization and you want to disable the user account of that person, you want to deactivate that user account, then in Linux, there is a shell. In Linux, there is a shell. Shell means area, working area of user. So it is called shell in Linux. Just like in Windows, what is the working area? The working area is my desktop. I start working on my desktop. This is the first screen in my window. So similarly in Linux, shell is called your working area. What is shell? Shell is your command prompt, because you do everything from the command prompt in Linux. So command prompt is called terminal. Command prompt is also called shell. And command prompt is also called bash. So it is also called bash. So terminal can be known as bash, it can be known as shell, and it is terminal in Linux. So if you want to disable any user account, then you will have to change the shell of that user, means working location of that user. So by default, if the user is active, if any user is enable, if it is not disable, then the by default shell will be bin bash. This is the by default shell of active user account. If in case you want to disable any user account, then the shell will be sbin / no login. You have to change this one into this one. No login. You don't want to allow the login to this user. So it will be in no login section. How you can do that, I will tell you in the next session. Once I will start the user account practical, then I will tell you if you have any user account, then how you can disable it. But for now, if I go to my Linux, this is my Linux. Here I have run this command. Let me do it again. The command was cat space /etc/passwd. If I press enter here, then in the bottom, you can see my user account is test, this one. And it's in bin bash. Bin bash means it is active. I can work on this. It is not disabled. Even if I scroll up, if I go to my root, if I check my root user account, so where is root? This one. Root is also bin bash, means it is enable. But there is one user which is called bin. This is one of the system user. It is inbuilt user account. And here you can see it is sbin no login. It means you cannot log in with this user account. This is disabled. So if you are able to see sbin no login in front of any user name, it means that is disabled. How will you disable it and how will you enable the disable user account? I will tell you in the next session, in the next weekend, in next Saturday. But for now, if any user account is showing bin bash, it is enable. If it is showing sbin no login, it means it is disabled. So in order to check the user information, how many users we have in the system, what is their status, whether they are enable or disable, what is their password, which is obviously in the encrypted format, we use this command cat space /etc/passwd. So this command is used to check the user information. Then there is another command also. Let me clear the screen. CLEAR, enter. So there is one more command, cat space /etc/shadow. This is also one of the command. If I press enter, shadow means you will be able to check the password in again encrypted format. In that command, in cat /etc/passwd, it was X. But here you will be able to see the password, just like test. Test was my user account, and this is the password of test in encrypted format. So if you will give this password to any hacker, if hacker knows how to decode this, then hacker would be able to crack this password. What is the password of my root? If I go to the top, because root is always on top. See, this is my root and this is the password of root. This one. It is in encrypted format. So if someone is a very good hacker or someone is a good programmer, then that person can decode this. So Linux is going to reveal everything. As I have told you, it is an open source operating system. So it reveals each and every information. That's the reason the password is also revealed, but that is in encrypted format. It is giving you the challenge that if you have the guts, you can break this password and you can crack the root. So for this, you should have a good programmer and good decoder. Linux uses the protocol in order to encrypt the password. It is SHA-256 secure hash algorithm. This is the password. This is the encryption protocol that Linux uses. in order to encrypt any password. So if anything is encrypted in Linux, that is happening because of this particular algorithm, SHA-256. Secure has algorithm 256. It is there in Linux. This is one of the algorithm to encrypt something. So this can be one of the interview question. What algorithm or what encryption method is used in the Linux? So it is SHA-256. Now, so this is the second command that I have told you, cat/etc/shadow. Let me clear the screen now. So these two were the command. The first one was cat etc/passwd. This command was used to check the information of user account. What is the status of user? What is the run ID of user? Run ID and all I will discuss in the later class. Then I had told you about another command, which is cat/etc/shadow. So shadow is used to check the password of all the user account which is available in the Linux, but those passwords are encrypted in nature. So you cannot see that. That will be in encryption format. So you can decode it if you are a good programmer and you can see the password. So these two are very important command. This will be frequently used in your Linux administration journey. If in your company there are Linux servers, then you will have to frequently use these two commands, because user management is the part of server administration. Whenever any new user has to be created in the company, any permission has to be assigned, any user has to be disabled, then you will have to frequently use this command to verify that. So we will use this very frequently during our Linux journey. Till then we are learning the Linux, we will be using this command very much. This cat etc/passwd, this one. This is very important command. Now, if I use any of this command, suppose if I use cat etc/passwd and press enter, then you can see there are a lot of things. A lot of things. See, a lot of things are coming. So there can be a lot of information in a particular file. Just like here, there can be a lot of information in a particular file. But I only want to check the top 10 lines of a file. Only top 10 lines, top 5 lines, top 2 lines. Because this is a huge file, there is a lot of information, but I don't want to check each and every information. I just want to check top 2 lines, means this one. Because in company, there will be a very big log file. Log file, I will tell you later on. There will be logs. Logs will be used to check the alert. Means if there is any failure in the Linux, then you will, how you will find that what is the failure. So you will have to check the logs. Just like in Windows, it is event logs. So in Linux, it will be logs. In the event logs, we can see the activity report in the window. What is the error? What went wrong? So you might have used the event viewer in Windows. It's there in the C drive. This one, you might have used this event viewer. So in the event viewer, you can see all the logs related to your security, related to your application. If there is any error, even it is in server level as well. If there is any error, you can see the information, everything, who got logged in your system, what is the current status. So every information, see, there is an error. So through this error, you can troubleshoot the issue on the Windows server level. So in the Windows server, in order to check the logs, you go to the event viewer. Even in Windows also, in order to check the log, you go to the event viewer. But in Linux, there is no event viewer. In Linux, it is called logs. So how will you check the logs? There will be a separate session on that. I will not tell you today because there are some types of logs in the Linux. Just like in Windows, there is security log, boot log, system log. So in Linux also, there are different type of logs. So there will be a separate session on that. So if you are checking one of the error, suppose you are in company there is some error in the Linux and you want to check. So if you will check the log file, then log files are very, very big, just like this. This is not a very big file. This is one of the small file, one of the medium file. But if you will check the logs, then logs will be of 10 pages, 20 pages, 50 pages. If you want to check the logs of 2 months, that will be a huge file. So in that particular huge file, if you only want to check the top 10 lines or the bottom 10 lines, the top 5 lines or the top 2 lines, then how will you check? Because it is very difficult to check one by one. See, scroll down, check one by one. So it is confusing. So in order to check top 2 lines, top 3 lines, top 5 lines of any file, it is applicable for any file. How will you do it? So the command is head. Head means top. So you can use the head command in order to check the top 10 lines of any file. How will you use? Suppose I want to check the top 10 line of head space slash etc slash passwd. I want to check the information of this file. So if I will press enter, then it will give me the result of top 10 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the information of top 10 lines of this particular command. If I will directly type this command, then cat etc passwd, and here you can see this is a very big file. But if I only want to see 1 or 2, these 2 lines, then I can use head. By default, if you will use head, then it will show you 10 lines of the top, 10 top lines of any file. But if you specifically want to see top 2 lines of any file, then how will you use it? So you will use as head space minus n 2. 2 means show me 2 lines slash etc slash passwd. I want to check the top 2 lines of this file. Then press enter. Passwd. Okay, I have not given space here. So head space minus n2, 2 means top 2 lines, space slash etc slash passwd. Then press enter. So now you can see the top 2 lines of this complete command. So in order to check any lines in a particular file, you will use the head command. With head, you can define the number of lines that you want to see. If you want to see 5 lines, then head space minus n5. Then press enter. Then you can see the top 5 lines. So this is something this command works. So head is used to check the top. By default, head is used to check the top 10 lines of any file. If you want to specifically want to see the number of lines, then you can define the line category with minus n. Head space minus n, then number of line, 1, 2, 3, whatever, then space. In which file you want to see that information, so define that location and press enter. So I have not told you how to create the file. That's why we are seeing the by default files which is available in Linux. I will tell you how to create file also, then we will see the lines inside the file. We will see the top 5 line, the top 10 line again. Similar to head, there is one more command. Wait, just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. There is a call. Okay. Now I'm back. So what I was telling you that similar to head, there is one more command which is called tail. Tail means if you want to check the bottom 10 line of any file, then you will use the tail command. Head means the top line of the file. Tail means bottom lines of the file. So suppose I want to check tail space the bottom 10 line of /etc/passwd file. Press enter. Then here you can see the bottom 10 line. These are the bottom 10 lines actually. So bottom 10 means starting from the down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This like this. So in bottom it was my test user. So it is coming. And counting from bottom 1, it is going to the 10. So these are the 10 lines. If you want to check bottom 2 lines, then the same command tail space minus n, and you want to check 2 lines. So 2 space for which file you want to check the bottom 10 lines. So /etc/passwd. So now you can see the bottom 2 line of this file. If you only want to see bottom 3 lines, then you have to just change the number here. So apart from N2, it can be N3. Then enter. And now you can see first, second, and third line. So this is how the tail command works. So if you have a big file where there are a lot of content and you want to only check the top 10 lines, top 3 lines, or bottom 10 line or bottom 3 line, then you will use the head and tail command. So this will also be used very frequently. I will also tell you the usage of this once I will tell you how to create the file in Linux. Then in file, we will type a lot of content. Then I will also tell you that for a particular file, how you are going to use this command. So the command will be same. The only thing is apart from /etc/passwd, you will have to give the file name. That's it. So this is the command. Tail is the command. Head is the command. If you want to check the lines only, then head space minus the number. Suppose you want to check 5 lines only, then 5. Then file name, in which file you want to check it. So currently we don't have any file. That's why we have used this location, this file location. Otherwise, you will use the name of the file here. So once we have the file ready, inside file, we will write a lot of content and we will see the use of this command again, the head and tail. Understood? समझ में आ रहा है
Yes, sir.
सबको?
Yes, sir.
Is it for everyone? Everyone can able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Because it is somehow very new to you guys. That's why I'm asking. So, okay. Now you are able to understand this. That's good then. Then there is one more command. So head is clear, tail is also clear. Now let me tell you how you can create the folders. So yesterday I have also told you, but today let me show you again how to create the folders in Linux. So folder is called directory here. As I have told, folder is called directory in the Linux. So in order to create any directory, first you have to understand in which location you want to create the directory. That is my first concern. Suppose I want to create the directory in desktop, then I will have to go to the desktop location first. Then I will create the folder there. If I want to create it in a document folder, then I will have to go to the document location. Then I will create it there. If I will not go to any location, then by default where I am, so I will check PWD. I am in my T1 folder. I am T1, which is inside the desktop. So let me go out from this. Now I am out. Now let me check where I am. So I am in root /root location. In /root location, if I ls and press enter, then there are some folder. Blue one is the folder desktop is available, document is here, music is here, public, template, picture, video. This white one is the file. These are the file location: Anaconda, KS, CFG, initial setup, KS, CFG. So currently on my this particular location, on this root location, these documents are available. Suppose I want to create a folder here. I want to create my folder here. So what is the command to create the folder or directory in Linux? So it is mkdir. Mkdir means make directory. Make directory means create a directory, create a folder. So this is the first command that you will use, mkdir space. Then you will have to give the folder name. What folder name you want to give? Suppose I want to give the name as test01. Then I will type it. mkdir space test01 name folder should be created. Then press enter. There is no error. It means folder has been created. If I will ls again, ls and enter, then you can see now my folder with the name of, where is my folder? Test1. It is available. See, test1 is created now because I have created my test1 folder. So it's created now. Suppose you want to remove it. You want to delete this folder. So in order to delete a folder, the command is rmdir, which is remove directory space the folder name that you want to delete. So I want to delete test01. Then press enter. There is no error. It means everything is okay now. If I will type ls, enter, now you cannot see the test01 folder. It has been deleted now. It's not available. So in order to create a folder, the command is mkdir space folder name. In order to delete it, the command is rmdir space folder name. Suppose I want to create the folder inside my desktop. Then I will have to go to the desktop then. So desktop is where? Desktop, currently I am in my root location. This is my existing location. To go to the desktop, I will simply type cd space desktop and enter. Now I am in desktop. If I will type pwd, it means you can see I am in the root. In the root, I am in desktop. Now in the desktop, I want to create a new folder. So before creation, let me check how many folders are available in the desktop. If I will use ls, ls is used to check the file and folders. Enter, then you can see only T1 folder is available because we had created T1 folder during our initial practical. So let me delete this. So in order to delete, what is the command? rmdir space directory name. Remove directory space T1, enter. Now if I will do ls, enter, then there is no folder. Everything has been deleted. So let me create a new folder here. So the new folder command is mkdir space. The new folder name is, suppose I am giving the name as B1. Enter. No issues, no errors. It means command is successfully completed. Let me do ls, enter. Then you can see the B1 folder has been created in this location. If you want to create more folder, mkdir space name of another folder. Suppose it is B2. Enter. Let me do ls. Now you can see B1 and B2. So two folders has been created in this location. In order to delete is rmdir space the folder name that you want to delete. So rmdir space the folder name was B1. I have mistakenly typed D1. B1. So no error. It means it is been deleted. ls. So currently you can see there is no B1 because we have deleted the B1. It's only B2. In order to delete B2 also, rmdir space B2, enter. Then ls. Now there is no folder. It's blank. So this is how you can create the folder and you can delete them. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Any issues, any confusion, any doubt, anything?
Sir, I want to create one more folder in B1.
Inside D1.
Yeah,
Okay.
B1. Yes.
Inside folder, you want to
Yeah.
create a new folder.
Yes.
So
yes.
suppose for this, let me create one folder first because we don't have any folder in the desktop. So the command is mkdir space. Suppose I have created a T1 folder, T1 directory. Enter ls. Now you can see the T1 folder has been created here. Now, if you want to create a new folder inside T1, then you will have to go inside the T1 now. How will you go? cd space folder name, which is T1. So now I am in T1 folder. See, if I will check pwd, then I can clearly see that I am in root. In root, I am in desktop. In desktop, I am inside the T1 folder. So in the T1 folder, I want to create a new folder. So the command is same, mkdir space. Suppose the new folder name is N1. Enter. No error. It means command is successfully completed. Let me do ls. I can see the N1 is created inside T1. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Suppose I want to check the tree structure of this particular directory, of this particular folder. Just like, let me exit from my T1. So in order to exit step by step, I have told you there is cd space double dot enter. Now I am in my desktop. I am also exiting from my desktop now. Suppose I am on my desktop and I want to run tree command, tree. And if I press enter, then you can see that in desktop location, there is a T1 folder. Inside T1, there is N1 folder. This is called tree command. So there are total 2 folder, 2 directories, but there is no file. The file is 0, but there are 2 folder because we have not created any file now. So 2 folders are there. T1 is the parent folder. Inside T1, there is N1 folder. From the symbol, you can see. If I will exit from my desktop, suppose I am exiting from my desktop, cd space double dot enter. Now I am not in desktop. If I will run tree command and press enter, then you can see there is on this location, there is Anaconda file. There is desktop folder. Inside desktop, there is T1 folder. Inside T1, there is N1 folder. Then we have document folder as well, download folder as well, this file as well. So in total on this location, we have 10 folder and 2 files. Here you can see 10 folders and 2 files. So this is the use of tree command. So it is going to tell you the structure of all the files and folder which is available in a particular location. Clear? This one is clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear. Now, let me tell you how to create files in Linux. Before file, let me tell you the, okay, let's create the file first, then I will tell you. So now let's talk about file. So in order to create a file in Windows, you know the process very well. In Linux, how will you create the file? So there are multiple commands. There are multiple methods to create the file in Linux. There are multiple commands also that you can use to create the file. The first one is cat space file name. This one you can use to create a file. Another one is vi space file name. This one can also be used to create a file. The another one is vim space file name. This one also you can use to create a file. The next one is touch space file name. This one can also be used to create the file. So there are 4 commands in order to create a file in Linux. There are 4 different methods. Each method have different significance. What are the significances? I will tell you. Before that, let me create a simple file. So I will use first command cat space file name. So let me go to my Linux. So cat space, suppose I am creating one of the file. So the file name is my go1. Enter. What went wrong? It is giving the error of GO1 no file or such directory. Maybe there is some error with this. I will tell you about this. What is that error? How will you check the logs? Let me create one of the file first. So I'm using touch, not vi, not vim, not cat. For cat, we have to use some syntax. So I will tell you what is the use case of this. How will you use this parameter? Let's create a file first. Let's understand how first you will create a file. Then I will tell you this parameter. So let's create a file with touch command. Suppose I am creating one of the file. So touch space, whatever file you want to create, just give the name. Suppose I want to create a file and the name can be F1. I am creating a new file as F1 name. So press enter. If you will press enter, then there is no error. It means it is successfully run. Let me run the ls because ls is used to check the file and folder. So if I will type ls and press enter, now you can see there is F1 file in this location because I have created this, and the color is white because this is file, this is not a folder. That's the reason it is showing in blue color. Now if you want to check what is written in this file, then there is a command. So the command is cat space the name of file, because I want to enter into this file and want to see the content, what is written in this file. So cat space, I want to enter into F1, my file 1, then press enter. So nothing is coming. It means nothing is written inside this file because we have not write anything. We have just created a file. This was the command to create the file only, but I want to write something in this file. So how will I write? So F1 is created, but I want to write something because file is used to write the content. So in order to write something, I need to use VI, Visual Editor, space the name of file where you want to perform the editing. So I want to do the editing in F1 file. So VI space file name, enter. If you will press enter, then you can see a editor here. This is the text editor. So whatever you want to type, suppose I want to type, this is my file. So in order to type it, you have to press W. It's not working in my, okay. Now it's working. See, in order to type something, you need to type I first. I means insert. Insert the letter. So here you will type your content. Once you will press I, then you can see the insert is coming in the bottom. Insert. Insert means type something. So I will type, this is my file, enter. I want to check this file, enter. I am Rajesh, enter. I am an engineer, whatever. So whatever you want to type inside this file, just type it. Once it is typed, then what you will do, you will save it. So in order to save, what you have to do, currently you are in insert mode. Now you will have to exit from the insert. So for that, what you will do, you will press escape key on your keyboard. Escape. Once I will press escape, then I will type colon. I will type colon. Then I will type W. W means write. Write means save. Save. Then I will type Q. Quit means save this content in this file. W, write. Write means save, and quit. Go out. Then enter. Once I will do it, the content is there and I am out. Now I want to check what is written in this F1 file. What is written in this file? So The command is cat space the file name. So the file name is F1, enter. Now you can see the content. So this is written in this file. This is my file. I want to check this file. I am Rajesh. I am an engineer. So in order to check the content of a file, you will use cat space file name. In order to create a file, touch space file name. In order to edit something in the file, vi space file name. Suppose I want to edit something in this file. Now I want to edit. So in order to edit, what you will do? Again, vi space F1. F1 is my file name. Enter. Now I am again in this file. So in order to edit something, again, you will press I. Once you will press I, then you are now in insert mode. In the insert mode, whatever you want to edit, just do it. Here your mouse will not work because this is command prompt. So you have to do it with the arrow keys, up arrow, down arrow. So suppose I am deleting this line. I am deleting this. These 2 lines I only want to save. So I have edited. In order to save it again, you will press escape, then colon WQ. Escape, write and quit. Then press enter. Then again check what is written in this file. So cat space the file name. So the file name is F1, enter. Now you can see there are 2 lines only. This is my file. I want to check this file. So that's how you can create the file. That's how you can edit in a file. And that's how you can save and quit a file. So in order to check the content, cat. In order to create the file, touch. In order to edit anything inside the file, vi. Now if you want to delete this file, then the command is rm space file name. So the file name is F1, press enter. It is asking that whether you want to delete this. Do you want to delete this particular file? So just press Y and enter. Y means yes. There is no error. It means done. Again, if you will do ls, then you can see there is no R1 file. It's been deleted. F1 file is deleted. Sorry, not R1, it's F1. So no F1 is coming here. So in order to delete any file, the command is rm space the file name that you want to delete. Suppose let me create one of the folder in the desktop. Let me go to the desktop, cd space desktop, enter. Now I am in desktop. Here I am creating one of the folder, mkdir space folder name. Suppose my folder name is test01, enter. So the folder has been created. In order to check ls, now you can see test01 folder is here. So T1 was already there. That's why it is coming. We have not deleted any T1 folder in the desktop. That's why it is coming. Otherwise, we have created test01. Inside test01, I want to create a file because we always save the file inside a folder. So how will I do it? So I will first go inside the test01 folder. So cd space test01, enter. Now I am in my test01 location, test01 folder. In order to validate pwd, here you can see inside desktop, you are in test01 folder. Inside test01, I want to create a file. So currently, if I want to check what is saved inside the test01 folder, then I will use ls command, press enter. In ls, it is not showing any result. It means there is nothing. There is nothing inside this test01 folder. In order to create a file, the command was touch space file name. Suppose I want to give the file name as SATA1, SATA1. Enter. So the file has been created. If I ls, then I can see that SATA1 file is available in this test01 folder. So this has been created. But if I check the content, cat space, cat is used to check the content. So if I check cat space SATA1 content, enter, then nothing is coming because there is nothing written in this file. So in order to write something, the command is what? The command is vi space the file name that you want to edit. So vi space SATA 1. Enter. Currently there is nothing inside this file. In order to write something, I will press I. I am in insert mode now. I will write this is my file 01. Then in order to save, press escape colon WQ, then enter. In order to check what is written inside the file, cat space file name, which is SATA 1. Now you can see it is written as this is my file 01. Now suppose you are on desktop. Let me exit from this location, cd space double dot enter. Now I am in my desktop. If I run tree command, then I can see in my desktop there is a T1 folder. Inside the T1 folder, there is N1 folder. Then I have another folder which is test01 that I have created now. Inside the test01 folder, there is SATA 1 file. It's in white color, SATA 1 file. Now what I want to do, I want to delete this folder and this file. This folder and file I want to delete. Even if I will ls, if I check with ls, then you can see on the desktop there is T1, there is test01 folder. But if you want to check what is inside this test01 folder, then tree command will be used. So in the tree, you can see what is inside a particular folder. Now you want to delete these two. So what is the command? So the command is rm space your folder name. So my folder name was what? It was test01. If I type this, then it is showing that you cannot remove this directory because it's a directory. You cannot delete it. So it's giving you one of the error. Because in order to delete the folder, what is the command? rmdir space directory name. Suppose I am typing that command rmdir space. What is the folder name? So the folder name is test01. So test01. And if I press enter, then it is also giving me the error. It is saying that this directory is not empty. It is not free because inside this folder, we have a file. So it is not allowing me to delete this folder because there is a file present inside it. So it is saying that the directory is not empty. It is not free. You cannot delete it. But I want to delete this. I want to delete this one. Then rm space minus rf space. Suppose if I use my command, what is the folder name? Test01. And if I press enter, rm space minus rf space my folder name. If I press enter, then now there is no error. And if I type ls, then you can see there is no test1 folder. Test01 folder has been deleted. Even if you will do tree, you cannot see any test01 folder. It means test01 folder has been deleted along with the file. So this is the command to delete the folder and its subfolder and file. If from a single command, if you want to delete the parent folder and inside that folder, whatever data is available, whether it is video, image, file, any other folder, then with this command, you can delete it. rm space minus rf, remove space minus remove forcefully. This is the command. Now let me show you one more thing. Suppose I am on my desktop. In the desktop, I create one of the folder mkdir space Tata. Tata is the name of folder. ls Tata is created. Inside Tata, I want to create one of the files. So I am going inside the Tata, cd space Tata, enter. Now I am in Tata. Here I am creating one of the file, touch space G1. G1 is my new file name. Enter. If I do ls, then you can see inside the Tata folder, there is G1 file. In the G1 file, suppose I am writing something. So vim space G1. Here I am I and I am typing this is my file. escape colon WQ exit. I am checking the content cat space G1. So it is written, this is my file. Inside this file, this is the content. This is my file. Now, what I am doing, I am exiting from this location. CD space double dot. Now in my desktop. And here I am doing the tree command. In the tree, I can see that a Tata folder is here. Inside the Tata, there is G1 file. So 1 file and 3 folder. So in total 1, 2, 3 folder I have, and I have 1 file. Now, if I use RM space minus R space, and I want to delete this folder Tata, and along with this folder, I want to delete its subdirectory, means whatever data is inside this folder, I want to delete it. So I want to delete G1 also. So RM space minus R space folder names. The folder name is Tata. If I press enter, then it will ask me that, do you want to delete this? I will say yes. Why? Why means yes. Enter. Then it is saying that inside Tata, there is a G1 file also. G1 file is also here. So do you want to delete this? It is giving me the warning. I will say yes. Why? Enter. It is saying, do you still want to remove Tata? I will say yes. I want to remove this. Why? Enter. Now it has been deleted. If I will do ls, then you can see there is no Tata folder. If I will do tree also, you can see there is no Tata folder. So Tata has been deleted along with G1 file. But what command I have used? RM space minus R space folder name that I wanted to delete. And here it was asking me, it was giving me the warning. Do you want to delete? Do you want to delete? Yes or no. But if I use, suppose I am creating another folder, CD space Bob. Oh, mkdir space Bob. And inside the Bob folder, I am creating one of the file. So I am going inside the Bob. Inside the Bob, I am creating a file, touch space. Suppose my file name is Goga. Enter. ls. So Goga file has been created inside the Bob folder. If I go out, CD space double dot, I am in my desktop. In my desktop, if I run the tree command, then I can see there is a Bob folder on the desktop. And inside the Bob folder, there is a Goga file. If I use the command RM space minus RVF that I have shown you, RM space minus RBF space the name of folder that you want to delete, Bob, and press enter, then it will directly delete my folder, and whatever data is available inside that folder Goga, it will be deleted without any yes, no. If I check ls, there is no Bob folder. If I tree, there is no Bob folder here. So there is a difference between RM space minus RVF. Let me write it here. RM space minus RBF space folder or file name that you want to delete, plus the another command that we have used in order to delete the parent folder and its subdirectory. Another command was RM space minus R space folder name or directory name. So there is a difference between these two commands. Practically, we have seen that if you will use RM space minus RVF, then it will delete everything. Whatever data is inside the folder, file, folder, whatever, it will delete without any warning. But if you will use this command, RM space minus R, then the folder name, then it will give you the warning that inside this, there is a folder available. Inside this, there is another folder available, another file available. See, it was giving me the warning. Do you want to delete? I said that, yes, I want to delete. I want to delete. Why? Why means I want to delete. So this is the difference actually. So either you can use RM space minus R because that's a shortcut command, but the actual command is RF. rm space minus rf that I have used here. So you can also use rm space minus r, or you can use rm space minus rf also. Rf is the full form. Otherwise, r will also work. So these two are the command, but the difference is in RVF, it is directly going to delete all the folder and all the file without any permission. But in this, it will ask you the permission, yes or no. So minus RVF means remove verbose file. Remove verbose file means removes its associated files and folders. So this is the difference. So now you know how to create a file, how to edit it, how to save it, how to change the content inside a file, how to delete a file, how to create the folder, how to create any file inside the folder, how to create a folder inside a folder, how to exit from a directory, how to check the directory, the significance of head command, tail command, time checking, host name checking, host name changing, history checking, history cleaning, ls, ll, ls space -a. So a lot of things you know basically, like how to manage file and folder, how to do the basic things on Linux. This is something you know now. So is there any doubt? Well,
Sir,
once you
pre-
will do the practical with your own, then you will be able to understand more. Yes, tell me.
so previously when you given minus RF, it hadn't asked you for the confirmation, right?
Right. It will not ask me. See, rm space minus rf means remove forcefully. And rm space minus rvf means remove the verbose. Verbose means the tag. Tag means the information, the log information, that when it got deleted. So it is completely going to delete everything. V means verbose, means all the related log files, all the related history. Rm space minus rf means remove forcefully. So it will delete, but it will not delete the history of that particular file. And rm space minus r means remove it, but ask the confirmation. Okay.
Okay, sir. And sir, can we recover it from once it is deleted?
It's which record?
Can we recover the file once it is deleted?
There is an option, but for that you will have to enable the backup first. If you have not enabled any backup, then you cannot recover it. Then there is no chance. So for that, you have to enable the backup. I will tell you about that backup part also. So if you have enabled that, then it can be recoverable. Otherwise, no chance. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I'm Prabhakar.
Yes.
Sir, will you provide the command notes, sir, along with the
Yes.
videos?
Yes, definitely. You will
Okay.
get the videos. I think for the last session, you have also got the videos, right?
Yeah, I
You
got,
got
sir.
it? Yeah. So for today's session and for yesterday's session, like for every session, you will get the video recording, and whatever has been taught, you will get the notes for that. Just like
Oh,
in these 2 days, we have learned a lot of commands. So I will give you the notes along with the description of each and every command so that you can practice.
okay, sir.
So you will
Thank
get the
you, sir.
videos by today overnight, because after your session, I will download the video from the portal, then I will create the node and I will upload it. So by tomorrow morning, you would be able to see it. Anamika will share you the link. Even I will upload all the videos in the same link that was shared with you in the last class. So that is going to be the same link every time. But yes,
Okay,
she
sir.
will share with you again. So by tomorrow morning, you can check your videos. You will get the link of your videos and your notes so that you can practice it. Clear?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So I'm wrapping up the session for today. I'm not going further now. So the basic things have been completed. In the next session, what I will tell you, I will start with the user account in Linux. I will tell you the user account, what kind of user accounts are there, how to create the user account, how to disable the user account and all. Then we will discuss about the user permissions. We will discuss about the groups, how to move the user in the group. We are also going to discuss it. Then we will discuss about the soft link and hard link. So this is our target for Saturday. On Saturday, we are going to cover this. On Sunday, there will be a different session on Linux. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So just practice this basic command. Just make yourself familiar with the Linux. If you face any issue,
Okay.
let me know on Saturday. We can discuss your questions and your queries. So let's wrap up for the day. By tomorrow morning, you can check your folder and you will also get the link regarding this recording and notes. So you can practice that time. Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy your night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Night.